Another story around the coastline with a report about a local big wave surfer, Tom Butler. Freya has the report.
Cornwall is known for its surfing, however, some people are brave enough to try big wave surfing. There are dangers behind surfing, but big wave surfing is on another level. Big wave surfing is where the experienced surfers ride a wave of a height of over 20 feet. Local boy Tom Butler, 27, from Newquay, has been named as the UK's #1 big wave surfer. He has recently participated in a big wave competition in Portugal. On the 29th of December, Tom Butler attempted to surf a 30-foot wave in Nazaré, Portugal. The surf caught up with him and he was submerged under tons of water. As a result, he sustained several injuries. Over to Denai, who joins Tom in Newquay.
So thank you for coming in today. What got you into surfing?
I grew up in Newquay, so Newquay's surrounded by beaches and it's where some of the best waves and a lot of the surf industry is based in the UK. Myself and younger brother, who's 20 months younger than me, we grew up messing around on bodyboards and then we progressed onto standing up on foam boards and then we got our own board to share and then we used the shared board and my dad's longboard and just continued from there.
Cool. What's the difference between surfing here in Cornwall and big wave surfing?
The main difference in the waves here in Cornwall and abroad is the power of the waves. So what makes a wave a little bit weaker is the continental shelf in Cornwall, England. The sea bottom is a lot more gradual, so as the wave and the swells come from out to sea, the bottom of the ocean slowly slows them down because the shelf is like this. In some really big waves abroad and in other countries it's very deep water, so the wave and the power doesn't slow down of the swell and then it unloads on the beach or on the reef from nothing stopping it. So that sort of gradient really slows the swell down and it stops it from being huge. Yeah.
Could you recount the events that happened around the 29th of December?
I was down in Portugal for the big wave competition, which is part of a world tour. It was a very exciting day for me. I've been trying to get the invite to a world tour event for about 2 or 3 years, or have been making my case to get an invitation. So there's only 24 people in the world who get the invite to each event, so I felt very honoured and privileged when I did get my call up for it. And I just got unlucky really. The sea didn't provide me with waves. In surfing competitions you can go and try and hunt the waves and make it happen, but there's also a degree of luck. If a wave isn't coming your way it's very hard to get onto. And there's about 25 minutes of my heat, 30 minutes of my heat already completed, and they're 45-minute heats, so I knew I had a very small amount of time to make it happen and get through my heat. So I seen a big wave and tried my best on it, and it just, my technique wasn't the best riding down the wave, and ultimately that sort of failed, and then the lip of the wave landed on my back and put me in hospital for 4 days.
Can you remember what injuries you...
Yeah, so throughout the whole experience I was conscious, I knew what was going on, just in quite a bit of pain. What I had was a pneumothorax. A pneumothorax is when the air leaves your lung and goes into the muscular tissue around, and then my ear as well, my board hit me straight in the side of the ear and ripped my ear from the tip to the hole in my ear pretty much, but all good now.
So are you recovering well?
Yeah, I'm pretty much I had a good week or 2 weeks surfing the other week, and then probably got into it a bit too soon really and started doing too much explosive training and swimming and trying to lift up weights too soon. I hurt my back a little bit, so I've had this week off, but hope to be back in the sea next weekend.
Have you got any big wave surfing competitions coming up?
The big wave competitions, so there's only 6 of them in the world, and they are subject to when the conditions get good, so they don't put a fixed date to the event. It can be over a 3-month period, so we have big waiting periods to make sure they get the best conditions for the contest. So they invite you closer to the time, so at the moment there's none on the radar. Big wave competitions, there's not that many of them in the world. If you go surfing big waves it's normally for film or pictures, or with like TV stations, and sort of making a bit of a story out of the day itself. But there's some small wave competitions coming up. There's the English Nationals, which is on the May bank holiday, the 1st of May. And then there will be more events in the UK and Europe throughout the summer as well on my shortboard, which I'm going to get back into.
Best of luck for all your competitions, and thank you again for your time.
Thanks a lot.
Next we're talking about the increased interest in off-road and on-road biking in Cornwall. We're now going over to Dylan to tell us more